I am here again with General Science class. Today we are going to continue lesson 6 solids, liquids and gases. In our last class we have studied about solids, liquids, separation of liquids from solids. Today we are going to study about gases, composition of gases in air, land and sea breezes, monsoon breezes, ventilators. So let's start from gases. The molecules in gases have larger space between them than that of solids or liquids. So you have studied about molecules in your last class, that molecules is the smallest unit, and gases have larger space between them than that of solids or liquids. You have learned that solids are tightly packed, that molecules are closely packed in solids. Compared to that, liquids are loose and gases have larger space. The gases, molecules of gases have larger space. The molecules of gases move around freely in any direction. Because of large space between the molecules, they can move freely in any direction. They have no fixed shape or volume. They have no fixed shape. It doesn't have any fixed shape. You can take example of balloon. That one balloon you can see that is filled with air. So it is big. Okay, that balloon is big. That second one is smaller than that because it has less gas. And the last one is it is not blowing properly only because of very less gas. So due to the less gas, it is not blown. So here we can say that gases have no fixed shape. It has no fixed shape and it can freely move. It can freely move around any direction as the balloons move. So this we have learned about the gases. Now we are going to learn about composition of gases in air. Composition of gases in air. We know air is all around us. It forms a blanket around the earth and it makes life possible on this planet. We know that everywhere air is there. Without air we cannot survive. Air is actually a mixture of gases. It contains about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases such as argon and carbon dioxide. So air is what? It is the mixture of gases, namely nitrogen, oxygen and other gases like argon and carbon dioxide. Air also contains smoke and water vapor in varying amounts. Air also have smoke and water vapors in various amount. Now, air affects weather, land and sea breeze. Do you know, children, air affects our weather also, land and sea breeze also. Moving air is called wind. Moving air is called wind. When air moves, it is said to be wind. Wind blows from a cooler place to a warmer place. Wind blows from cooler place to a warmer place. It affects the weather condition of place because of that blowing wind which is blowing from cool place to warmer, so it affects the weather. Let us see how. The sun heats up the surface of the earth. We know that sun heats the surface of the earth. Because of the sun only we feel warm. As a result, the air above the surface of the earth becomes hot. Because of the heat of sun rays, the surface of the earth becomes hot. Hot air is lighter than cool air. We know that also. Hot air is lighter than cool air. So it rises. As you can see here in that picture that one child is blowing the bubbles. So why that bubbles blows? Why it goes up? Because the air which comes from your lungs, that is hot, and due to that hot air it goes up. Hot air is lighter than the cool air. That proves that. Now hot air is lighter than cool air, so it rises up. At the same time, cool airs from the surrounding areas moves in and takes the place of the rising warm air. So I have given you example of this blowing bubble. So what happened? Because of the hot air which is coming out of your lungs, this bubbles goes up because hot air is filled and that is light in weight. After that what happens? These bubbles come down also. After some times, after few minutes, it comes down. Why? Because of the air, cool air, because of the cool air from the surrounding, cool air which is present in surrounding areas that moves in and takes the place of rising warm air, and it takes the place of that hot air which is filled in the bubbles. That's why that bubbles come down. This movement of air causes the wind to blow, and this movement of air also causes the wind to blow. Strong winds can cause a storm. A strong wind which is blowing strongly. Okay, so that is storm. Storms with thunder and lightning are called thunderstorms. Have you seen that thunder and lightning while raining time? That is thunder and lightning, and that is called thunderstorms. Storms with thunder and lightning is called thunderstorm. During the day, the land surface, now you can see here sea breeze, about the sea breeze. During the day, the land surface get heated much faster than the surface of the sea. During the day, the land surface gets heated much faster than the surface of the sea. Do you know why? Because of the sun rays. At daytime, sun is there, no? So it makes the land surface warm. As the land gets heated, the air above it gets hotter, so it rises. As the land gets heated due to the sun, the air above it gets hotter. So the air which is present above the land, it gets hotter. And hot air is light in weight, so it rises. The cool air above the sea then rushes towards the land. Then what happened? The cool air above the sea. Above the sea, the air is cool and it rushes towards the land. It rushes means goes towards the land to make the place of rising warm air. To make the place of rising warm air, it goes towards the land and take the place of rising warm air. Thus a cool breeze blows. That is the reason how that cool breeze means air, wind. Okay, that is the reason that cool breeze blows towards the land during the day. This breeze is known as sea breeze. This breeze is known as sea breeze. You can see in the diagram also that cool breeze is blowing. Okay, at night what happens? The land surface cools. At night what happened? The land surface cool because moon is there. There is no sunlight, so land surface cool at night. Down faster than the surface of the sea. It cools faster than the surface of the sea. Therefore, at night the air above the sea is warmer. Therefore, at night the air above the sea is warmer. So it rises. Because of the light weight, it rises to take the place of rising warm air. Again, it is taking place of rising warm air. Cool air from the land blows towards the sea. Now, cool air from the land blows towards the sea. This breeze is known as land breeze. This breeze is known as land breeze. So, to take the place of rising warm air, cool air from the land blows towards the sea. That is, cool air blows towards the sea. That is land breeze. Okay, that is the difference. And cool breeze blows towards the land during the day. That is sea breeze. Okay, clear children? Now monsoon winds. What is monsoon winds? During the summer season, the land in north and central India gets very hot. During the summer season, the land in north and central India gets very hot. Because of what? because of sun rays only, because sun rays goes directly towards that. So the air over there becomes hot and rises up. So the air over that area becomes hot and rises up to take its place cooler air from the Bay of Bengal. So hot air is light, no, so it goes up and it takes the place of cooler air. You can see here Bay of Bengal. Have you find in the map, children? Bay of Bengal, one side Arabian Sea is there, then in middle your country India is there. So the air over there becomes hot and rises up to take its place. Cooler air from the Bay of Bengal, the Indian Ocean, and the Arabian Sea blows towards the land. It carries a lot of moisturizer from the seas. It carries lot of moisturizer from the sea. As a result, these winds bring a lot of rainfall. That is why these wind brings a lot of rainfall almost all over India. These are called monsoon winds. The winds which bring lots of rainfall are called the monsoon winds. And here see downwards it is written in July. When it happens in the monsoon season, that is July. Now next is ventilator. Ventilators are small windows near the roof of a room that replaces unhealthy air with fresh air. So ventilators are there, windows are there in your house, then chimneys are made. So these all are for the ventilation. Air inside closed room becomes stale after a while. After a while, air which is in your room, if it will not pass through the window and that ventilators, then what happen? It will become stale. After some times, it will contain more carbon dioxide and water vapor and less oxygen. Oxygen we are getting from outside, no, from plants. So it will contain more carbon dioxide and water vapor, but oxygen will be less. As a result, the air becomes unhealthy. Working or sleeping in such a place is unhealthy. So we should not sleep and work in such a place where air is not passing, where oxygen is less. It can lead to symptoms such as nausea, headache, fatigue, and so on. Ventilators are used to replace the unhealthy air inside the room with fresh air from outside. These are small windows near the roof of a room. The air inside the room is warmer than the air outside. The warm air rises up and moves out through the ventilators. To fill the space, fresh air from outside enters the room through the doors and windows. If windows and ventilators are at the opposite ends of the room, it creates a flow of fresh air. We keep the air in our rooms cool and fresh by using fans, air coolers, or ACs. A fan helps the air to flow in the room. It also helps the sweat on our body to evaporate to make us feel cool. An air cooler sends air through the wet pads, thus making it cooler. The cooler, humid air cools the room. However, it increases humidity in the room. So it is effective in season of dry heat. A window in a room must also be kept open to allow the warm air to escape the room. So exhaust and fans and chimneys are also used. Exhaust fans keep the air in our kitchen and bathroom fresh because an exhaust fan replaces the stale air with fresh air. You must have seen a number of exhaust fans working in a cinema hall or a big auditorium. Have you seen, children? A chimney also removes warm air from a kitchen. It is able to suck out smoke, grease, and other impurities from the air. So, I hope you all have understood the lesson that how that exhaust fans and chimneys are helpful for us. We should put exhaust fans and chimneys at our house also, and there should be well ventilated house, otherwise we will get sick. So here our lesson is over and you have to do exercise yourself. Just try to do it. I will give you the answers, but once you read the lesson and try to complete the exercise. Thank you.